Yeah, two questions from journal entry.
Just one. Okay. Yeah, I have checked these. Okay. I was explaining actually the ledger to you. I told you that we have to create these accounts. Okay.
Yes.
The next step was pending. Yes, I remember now. Just 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. So I told you the first step, that is to count the number of accounts in journal entry and then create format for each account, each and every account.
Okay.
So this you remember, I have like written the counting, you can see.
Yes, sir.
Oh. So after this, the next step is to post the entries into the ledger. But before that, just 1 minute, I'm sharing the ledger steps. You have written every step of the ledger or not?
Sir, we wrote till format of ledger and then column. Then you
That's
can
it.
explain this question. Yeah.
Okay. So here you can see the process in ledger. So after creating all the formats, after like creating each and every account of the journal into the ledger, this is the actually process. So posting. First step is called posting. Posting means transfer of entries from journal to respective account in ledger. It is necessary because it will summarize and bring all the transaction related to a particular account at one place. So from journal, we will actually read every entry and post them into respective ledger. If it is cash account debit to capital account, then it will go to cash and capital. If it is purchase to cash, then it will go to purchase account and cash account. If it is like cash account debit to sales account, it will go to cash account and sales account. So this is how we have to post every entry into the ledger. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next part is you can see here, identify the account to be debited or credited in ledger. Enter the date of transaction in date column of the account written in journal entry. Name of account in the opposite side of journal will be written in particular column. Okay. So name of account in the opposite side of journal will be written in particular column. Enter the relevant amount in the amount column. So these are the steps. First of all, we have to identify that which account will be debited and which account will be. Then we have to identify the date of transaction, which will be written in date column. Then we will write the opposite account name in the journal.
So what do you mean by opposite account?
I will explain. Opposite account name. Enter the relevant amount in the amount column. Opposite account means like if cash account debit to capital account. So in cash account, you will write to capital. In capital account, you will write by cash.
Okay.
Understand? So opposite
Yes.
accounts means like if you are writing in any account. Okay. So if it is on the debit side, then you have to write the credit side account name.
Okay.
So here it is. Now I will one by one, I will explain every steps here. So this is bank account debit to cash account. Okay.
Yes.
So this will go in bank account and cash account. Where it will go?
Okay.
Bank and cash. Okay. So in bank account, it is on the debit side. Bank account is on the debit side. So that's why this entry will go on the debit side of bank account. It will be written to cash account. Okay. So in bank account, to cash, in cash account, by bank on the credit side, because cash is on the credit. So here it is bank. The journal entry date is April 1st. So April 1st to cash account 30,000, and in cash account April
Sir,
1st.
this is in credit side, right?
Yes, by bank.
Since cash was on credit side, in cash column, you write on credit side, right? Bank account.
Yes, yes, that is the rule. Okay.
Okay.
You have to see that on which side the account is written. Bank is on the debit side. So in bank account, we will write on the debit side. Cash is on the credit side. So in cash account, we have to write on the credit side.
Okay.
Okay. And we have to write the opposite account name. So it means in bank account, we will write cash. In cash account, we will write bank.
So, like, how do we know how much space we should leave?
How much space we should leave? Okay. Actually, generally what happened here is 5-6 line is enough for every account. We just leave more space for cash and bank account. You can see here I have created like big format for bank account and then small format for every other account. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So the next is cash account debit to bank account. So in cash account, cash is on the debit side. So in cash account, we will write to bank.
Bank account in credit side.
No, no. In cash account, it will be on the debit side to bank account.
Oh,
In
yeah.
cash account, it will be
Okay.
to
Do
bank
we
account.
do we need to write two and all, two by and all, or just bank
Yes.
account?
No, it is an expression that it is on the debit or credit. So that's why you need to.
Okay, because in school we didn't write that. Only just the name.
In No, it yes, we can write it, but like in your book, there is no question you will see without to or by. Okay, so you can see it is like a tradition that we have to write. On the debit side, it will start with to. On the credit side, it will start with by. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So in cash account, we have written. In bank account, it will go on the credit because bank is on the credit side. So in bank account, it will be by cash. 10,000. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me the April 7th entry?
Wages account debit to bank account. So that is in wages account, bank account will be on debit side, and then in bank account, wages account will be on credit side.
Very good. So by wages and in wages account, it will be to bank.
Bank.
Amount was 7,000. After this, there is bank account debit, discount allowed account debit to Divan account. Okay. So bank account debit, discount allowed to Divan. There is 3 accounts now. So bank is on the debit side. It will be on the debit side of bank account to Divan.
So basically, in Divan account, bank account will be on debit side.
In Divan account, bank account will be on the credit side.
Credit.
Yes, Divan is on the credit. This is debit. This is credit.
Okay.
It was 8,005. Okay. In discount allowed account, discount allowed, it will be on the debit side to Divan, discounter. So
So why debit side?
because discount is also on the debit side.
So then before, what's the before one you wrote? Then bank account should also be in debit side, right?
In this entry,
Yeah, April 10th.
yes. So in bank account, we have written it on the debit side to Divan.
Okay, so I'm back. But then Divan account is in credit side, right?
Actually, there is one account here.
Okay.
This is bank account.
Okay.
So on the debit side, Divan, opposite account name is written. You don't remember this? I told you that we have to write the opposite. In bank account, you will write Divan account. In Divan account, you will write bank and discount. Opposite account name.
So I don't understand.
What?
I don't understand.
Opposite account name you are not getting.
No.
Like any entry, if you pick telephone expenses account debit to bank account. So if you are preparing telephone expenses account, in that account, you'll write to bank. And in bank account, you'll write telephone expenses. What is the
So in
problem?
telephone expenses account, bank account will be on debit side, and then in bank account, telephone expenses will be on credit side.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So in bank account, Divan account will be on debit side, and then in discount allowed account also, no. And then in discount allowed account also, Divan account will be on debit side.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I have written.
Okay,
In
okay.
bank account, I have written Divan. In discount allowed, I have written Divan on the debit side. And in
Okay.
Divan account, in Divan is on the credit side. So in Divan account, we will write by cash, by bank and by discount allowed.
Okay.
Okay. Is that clear?
Yes.
After this, telephone expenses to bank. So in bank account, by telephone expenses, 1,000. And in telephone expenses, $1,000. Then April 14, Divan to bank again. So in Divan account, it will be to bank, and in bank account by Divan. April 14th. Actually, there is a line missed here. I didn't write anything here. So I'm writing it by Divan. 8,005. And in Divan account, to bank account, 8,005. April 16, bank charge to bank account, 400. April 16, bank charge, 400. And April 16th, to bank. Then April 17, bank account debit to sales. April 17 to sales account, 8,000. And in sales account, April 17 by bank account, 8,000.
Sir, so we'll have bank charges account also.
What?
We'll also have bank charges account.
Yes, I have created here bank charge. I have just written in it. So April 17th completed. April 19th, insurance premium to bank. So
Bank account will be a debit side in insurance.
April 19th by insurance premium, 1,800. And then insurance premium account, to bank account, 1,800. Last one is bank account debit to dividend received, April 25. April 25 to dividend received, 2,500. And here in dividend received account, it will be on the credit side by bank. So 2,500. Actually, this is one concept you can say that in one account, if it is on the debit side, in another account, it will be on the credit side. Okay. So you have to decide carefully that in which account it will be go on the debit side and in which account it will be on the debit side. So on the basis of side in journal entry, it is written in account. If dividend received is on the credit side in journal entry, then entry in ledger will be on the credit side. So side of journal is important. Okay. Okay. So this is the step of posting we have done. Actually, the simple entry is very easy, but this April 10th entry, you can see in this bank account, in bank account, it will be to Divan. In discount, it will be to Divan. And in Divan, it will be by bank and by discount. Yes. Okay. So in bank account, it will be 8,500. You can see here, this is bank account and we have written 8,500. In discount account, it will be 500. And in Divan account, total 9,000. It is the same amount that is written in front of journal entry. So in bank account, 8,500. In discount, 500. In Divan account, total 9,000. Okay. So after this step, the next step is totaling. We have completed the posting. Now the totaling. Totaling means calculating total amount of debit and credit side. Totaling means calculating total amount of debit and credit side. The higher total will be written in both sides. Okay. So what does it mean? Let's say, let's start at the end. It is dividend received account. Okay. Okay. Can you tell me what is the total of credit side?
2,500.
And what is the total of debit side?
It's nothing.
Zero.
Yeah, so 0.
Okay. So which one is higher?
2,500 credit side.
Credit side. So this credit side total will be written on both sides. The higher total will be written on both sides. Okay. And from this 2,500, you will deduct the debit side amount.
You will deduct?
The debit side amount, the lower side amount.
Okay.
So lower side amount is 0. So 2,500 minus 0 will be same, 2,500. This is the balance. So balance is written on the last date of month to balance CD. Is this clear? Is this clear?
There's a balance carried down.
Yes, balance carried down. CD means carried down, BT means brought down.
So how do we know if it is carried down or brought down?
The balance that you calculate at the end, it will be CD. The balance you write from like taking the previous balance, that is brought down, BT.
Sir, but then in debit side we had 0, right? So then how can we carry down 2,500?
Okay, 2,500 is the total minus debit side. It will be 2,000. We are calculating the balance. We are not writing debit side total.
Okay. Sir, so how do we know like which line we should write carried down and then how much line we should write total? Like
That's what I just said. I just said this, that we will calculate the total of both sides. Okay. We will calculate the total of both sides. In the beginning, I just asked that what is the total of credit side? You told me 2,500. I asked you what is the total of debit side? You told me 0. So I told you that higher total will be written on the both sides. So total I have written both sides.
sir, no, I didn't ask that. I'm asking like how do we know like how much line we
I'm
should
going
keep?
in process. Helen, just give me the answer. I'm going in that process.
Okay, okay.
You wanted to always like go ahead, like okay, this I'm not asking this. I'm asking the next thing. But we have to go as per the process. Yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so just listen carefully. If I will not answer your question, then you'll ask again.
Okay.
Okay. So again, I have to start. Okay. So I asked you the credit side total. You told me 2,500. I asked you the debit side total. You told me zero. I then told you that we have to write the higher amount on the both side. Yes, is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. After that, what I told you that the amount on the debit side is lower, zero. So from this amount, 2,500, we will deduct that zero and the balance will be written on lower side. Which one? Which one is lower side? Debit.
Debit side.
Yes. So that's why balance will be written on lower side, the debit side. And this is called balance CD. This balance that we calculate, it is called balance CD. And in the next month, the same balance will be carry forwarded on the first date of next month. So it will become by balance BD 2,500. So the balance we calculate at the end is CD. The balance we carry forwarded to the next period is called BD. Okay. And the balance which is calculated at the end is written obviously on April 30th and in the next month. So one balance will be above the total and one balance will be lower the total on the opposite side. Tell me your answer, your question. I have given the answer.
Sir, yeah, my doubt was that, like, how do we know, like, which line we should write balance carried down, and then how much line we should leave, and then write balance brought down?
In which line?
Yeah, like, can you write balance carried down at the last line, like, or like, how do we know, like, which line we should write?
Okay, what do you think? Which line it should be? You have total one, two, three, four. Yes, total these four line.
Yeah,
Okay, let me write one thing. You will automatically give me the answer. This is 1,000 here, and this is 3,000 here. Okay, you have to calculate the difference and write. You have to calculate what is the difference. Can you tell me?
2000.
2,000. And where it should be written? I'm giving
Uh,
you one option. You tell me. The first option is above 1,000. The second option is between these two. And the third option is this, below this.
sir, second option.
That's your answer. So we have to write the amount in between, like above the total and after the amount that is written on the debit side.
So like, my doubt is like, here, wait one second. Here, this 2,500 you wrote, right? Here, 2,500. Like, that depends on, like, how much line you should leave, or then can you write over here
You
2,500
can,
and then
yes,
write.
yes,
So
yes, you
line
can
is not
write
important.
anywhere. It
Line
doesn't
is
important. No, no.
okay.
Remove your line. Okay. So you can write in this line, you can write in this line, in this line, or this line. Okay. Whatever line is blank, after writing the amount, you can write it anywhere.
Okay. And then after the debit side 2,500, the next line from the credit side you write balance brought down. Or
Can
do
you
you need to
repeat?
leave, like, here we wrote no 2,500 in debit side. This line, right?
Yes, April 30th. No, no,
And
you are
then,
saying total, total.
yeah, total I'm telling. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and then in credit side balance brought down, do you need to leave one line, or then, or can you write this line, or like this line only can write, or
No, you cannot write in the same line, the total is written, you cannot. Either you balance either will be written above the total or below the total.
So doesn't matter how much line you leave, 2 or 3 lines, and then write it.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, okay, okay.
Actually, these questions that you're asking about lines, uh, that is not much
Sir,
important.
sir, no, because I'll tell you, because I did something like this same way or something like this in school, and then teacher gave me all cut in my note. Most
Okay,
of the questions
one.
in that.
Okay. So they cut your marks for that.
No, yeah, I gave my book for correction, and then most of them was wrong.
Okay. Okay. Actually, Ellen, I have received a message that you should keep your camera on during the class.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now tell me. So they have deducted the marks for line replacement.
Sir, no, I don't know what I wrote, but then I didn't know much at that time, so I didn't know some of them was wrong. So
So
I don't.
I think they have deducted the marks for mistakes, not the line placement. Now, this is the question. This is the important one. See here. This is the second totaling and balancing I'm doing, because in this, on the both side, there are some amount.
Okay,
Okay, so we will calculate the total here. One more thing, that in total, you will put one line above the total and two line below the total.
okay.
Why we are doing this, why we are doing this, about this.
You're getting stuck.
My voice is not audible.
So it's getting stuck.
Okay, just what I'm
Sir, no, it's
saying,
getting stuck. Your video, everything is getting stuck.
my voice is not audible to you again. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now I can.
So I am saying that you have to put one line before the total, above the total, and two line below the total.
Okay.
You don't want to know why?
So I.
Okay. So the answer is, actually you ask question, like, very good. It is very good to ask question, but you didn't ask question here, so that's why I told you. Okay. First of all, whenever we write two lines below any amount, it means we don't have to add the same amount with the below amount. Like if we are writing, let's say 5,000 here and 2,000 written here. So if we are calculating total here, sometime we make mistake and we write 7,000. Okay,
Yes.
so this two line means that we don't have to add it in like any below item.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sir, and then here after 1,800, there's a line, right? In that line also you can do totaling, right?
yes,
Okay. Okay.
it's up to the space you have left. It doesn't matter
Okay.
where you are writing, but the thing you are writing should not be conflicting.
Okay. And then
Okay,
both of them can't be in same line also. Balance
both.
brought down and carried down.
Yes, no, it cannot be in the same. Okay, on the debit side, you can see 30,000, 38, 46, 48, 49,000 on the debit side. So I think the amount is higher, 49,000. Debit side total is 49,000. On the credit side, it is only 10,770. 28,700 on the credit side. So higher total is written on the both sides. So that's why
Okay.
49,000. Okay. Now the difference between these, we have to calculate 49,000 minus all these amount. So it is 28,700. So it will be 20,300. The balance. Now it is on the last date. So April 30th by balance CD. Is that clear?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Now, you know why I left one line there?
So that you can write the difference.
Yes, because I don't know where the balance will be. That's why always I leave one or two line before above the total. Okay. So this April 30, again, it will go on this side. May 1st to balance BD 20,300. Is that clear?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Sometimes what students do, they think that the total and balance is same. So they write the total and leave the balance, but that is not correct. Like in the wages, if I ask you to calculate total and balance, can you do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can write it here. Can you do this?
Yes.
You're using very bold pen.
What, sir?
You're using very bold pen. Like,
The color you're telling?
no, not color, the thickness. Thickness is more.
Oh, okay.
That is good. Okay, tell me where I should write the balance. I will write it because I think your
Balance
face,
brought down.
where we should write the difference.
The balance brought down, I think you should write in credit side.
Here, you're
Sir,
saying here I should write
no, here, here.
here.
Yeah.
No, that is not correct. Okay, remove the total that you have written.
Yes, sir.
So I will calculate the total. It will be 7,000. The balance we calculate always. First, we calculate the balance above the total. Always.
Sir, so
Okay,
here,
so
since the credit side there's nothing, you write 7,000 on top of the credit side total, right?
yes, 7,000. It will be by balance CD. And
Sir,
then
but then
this will be,
carry down means there should be some transaction so that you can carry down, right?
yes.
But then here there's nothing, but then in debit side there's bank account, so then you can carry down.
No, no, we are calculating the balance here.
So now
Balance.
I have a doubt like how it is carried down, not brought down.
How it is carried down.
Yeah.
in every month there will be some expenses. Okay, it will be carried down here again. Think about it. You will write on May 1st, you will write to balance BD 7,000, and in May, if there is any wages, it will be added in this. So that's why we carry forward.
Sir, but then my doubt is why it is not brought down.
Why it is not brought down? Word meaning is different. Carried down means actually in Hindi it is niche le jaya gaya. Carried down, we carry it down, that's why
Okay,
it is. And brought
carried.
down means we have brought it from somewhere.
Okay, so basically, if credit side is blank and then if debit side transactions there, you have to bring it down. So then that means it's brought down. And then if the other side is blank, then it will be carried down.
The last time, actually, whenever you calculate the total, then on the lower side you calculate the difference, and that difference is carry forwarded to the next time period.
Okay,
So that's why it is CD, carry forwarded or carried down. Actually, carry forwarded means you are taking the amount and taking it to the some other time period. So that's why carried down.
okay.
Actually, I'm not able to get your question here. That is confusing what you're saying. Like what is carried down, what is brought down. So if you are asking the meaning of CD and BD, then CD, whenever you take one thing, okay, from here, let's say I have this headphone, okay, and I have to take it to somewhere else, like in any room. So I will carry it to the next room, carry it. Yes. And if in that room there is any person, and he will ask that, what is this? So I will ask that I will brought it from the sofa, from the living room.
So no,
Yes.
like my doubt is like here, like for example, okay, in D1 account, like debits, credit side is empty. So then while totaling, you write 500 in both sides, and then on top of it also, since credit side is empty, you'll write or about total you'll write 500.
Yes.
So since there's in credit side there's nothing, there's no like transaction over there. Do you write that as brought down? No, do you write that as carried down? Because there's nothing written over there in credit side.
Yes. Actually, not nothing. It is, you're not getting my point. We are writing the amount of difference, not the blank amount. Blank amount is not important. We are
No, no,
writing the difference.
dif- difference I understood, but then I don't know like if we should write balance brought down or carried down.
CD, always, whenever you are calculating the balance, it is CD, the carried down.
So here since D1 account is there, you at last you will write May 1st a balance brought down 500
Where?
in the
You are
debit
saying
side.
here?
Yeah.
Yes, here we will write to balance BD
Okay. 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 And then here you will write balance carried down. Yes.
by balance CD. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Sir.
In cash account, it is 10,000. Sorry, no. Credit side is
Higher.
higher. How it is possible? Cash cannot be negative. Okay. It is 30,000, 30,000 to
20,000.
balance CD 20,000. And here it will be by balance PD 20,000.
So carried
So
down and brought down amount both should be same.
yes, because the same amount you are carrying down and you are bringing.
Credit side is total, so 9,000. In debit side also 9,000. Then 500 balance carried down. And then May 1st, we have balance brought down.
You understand this part?
Yes, sir.
So this is called totaling and balancing. The amount we have calculated the total, that is called totaling, and then we calculate balance, it is called balance.
Okay, sir.
So this is how it is done. Bank charges, sales, insurance premium, in every account we will do the same. So these are the steps. Please write this in the posting. Take the screenshot, okay? Because another class is going to start in 3-4 minutes. So
Okay, yes, I do.
this also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you have to solve question of ledger. I will share the question of ledger and try to solve the question. But one thing you should remember: sometimes the student they are confused with the solution part. Sometimes after seeing the solution also. So if you are getting confused, no issue. Just solve the question. Uh, Correct or incorrect, it doesn't matter, because once you have passed the journal entry, then post it into the ledger. Okay, so there will be some mistake, and that mistake will tell me that if you have any doubt, any confusion for the ledger part, then I will explain again in the next class. So don't if I'm not able to understand, I will not solve the question. Don't do this. Okay, solve the question without thinking about it, that it will be correct or incorrect. Okay, so any other doubt you have?
Sir, and then that holiday homework I told you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in that I thought to take about menswear,